So I think from my experience of many years living vicariously to other startup experiences and through the Zell program and in the research for the book, it's evident to me that shared values is probably a stronger indicator for founder longevity and success than many of the other things that you hear that are important for founding teams. Like, there's the beer test. So some people say that, the chemistry or people getting along, and some investors look for complementary skill sets. So while complementary skill sets are important, and certainly chemistry and being able to have fun together is also important, I think in the long game that is an entrepreneurial venture, probably more important to have a shared kind of view of the world in terms of values that underlie decisions that we make and the way that we navigate in this world. So value systems is, it is kind of a big topic. I would say that if I had to bucket them into a few, certainly family and, the kind of the childhood experience of living in the family and what you think and feel about family relationships, relationship to money and how much money is a driver in your life. I also think that, and this is probably the number one value, is integrity. So your ethical and moral compass and the way that you look at the world from that standpoint. And I think probably another one which is really reflective of a broader value is just your the kind of ethos of communication. So ability to communicate openly and trustingly with someone else. So I think on the values, it's probably better that there's more of that shared experience. So what you feel about family, integrity, money, trust, those should probably be a baseline of a more shared approach. But I think there are many other considerations that there you definitely want to have the diversity. So having shared values doesn't mean you think the same, and it doesn't mean that you feel the same about issues like your tolerance for risk, probably tolerance for risk is a good one. Sometimes you see great teams where people have different tolerance for risk, and that actually works as a balancing factor. What probably should definitely be shared, and is not necessarily a value, is the vision for the company, the vision for how, as founders, you want to navigate the time together. Is this something that you want to do for just a little bit and maximize profit, or is this something that is a long game and more about impact and kind of managing through the life cycle of a company? So some of the practical ways to understand whether there are those shared values is to meet and spend time and talk about it. I think on the negative side, you have to be wary because there is a bias towards wanting that relationship to work. So only looking at the things that kind of feel like shared values or feel like shared experiences or shared vision. I think the real work comes from actually having very open conversations and talking about some of the difficult issues. And it's not so easy for everyone to do that. But again, that level of open communication is probably going to be a determining factor in how well this partnership works. And that's true for all partnerships, from marriage through co-founding.